So we need to talk about something. As of the time of this recording, there are 5,080,031 Twitch streamers, and there are about 41,000 partners, which means that 0.008% of Twitch channels are actually partnered. However, don't let this discourage you, because Twitch is not a lottery. They don't hand out partnership equally to every single channel. If that was the case, your chance of being partnered would be around 0.008%. But luckily, there are things that you can do to influence whether or not partnership happens to you. In order to get that sweet partnership checkmark, you need to have streamed 25 hours in the last 30 days, 12 separate days in the last 30 days, and both of those are relatively easy to get as long as you're a consistent streamer. It's the third requirement that trips everyone up. How the heck do you compete with over 5 million other streamers and get 75 average viewers? If you're struggling with this, it might be because you're new and inexperienced, but it could also be because you just have a misunderstanding of what people actually watch streams for. We have a lot of videos on this channel about how you can grow your viewership. I think my favorite one is our 0 to 15 viewers video, but we haven't really talked about how you can stand out among all of those other broadcasters so you can organically get more viewers to your stream. What's up everyone, it's Ashni. I've been a stream coach since February of 2018, and I struggled a freaking lot as a streamer. One of the things that I really struggled with was this idea of like standing out and being unique, because you hear it from everybody. There's this idea that you have to be super unique, put out this super fresh content that no one has seen before, otherwise you're not gonna grow. And that just isn't true. Yes, absolutely, creating something totally fresh and different is going to make it more likely that you will grow quickly because you're doing something that people haven't really seen before. And viewers on Twitch are hungry for something new. But there's a specific strategy I want to share with you that I used, and I know many other people have used, and many of my coaching clients have used, that's helped us stand out, grow our viewership, and get partnered without having to create something completely fresh and different. If you want to ask me any questions about this process or any of my other videos, you can come hang out with us in Discord at discord.gg/ashnichrist. Also, if you like these videos, make sure that you subscribe, like them, and leave a comment, because that helps us be found on YouTube and it helps us get in front of more people and grow our YouTube channel. Cool. The first step in this process, we really have to understand viewership habits on Twitch. This is really important for the future of your career as a content creator on literally any platform, but you need to know how people are consuming streams. This really comes down to understanding the fact that viewers aren't really there for you, at first at least. They're there for what you can do for them. If you entertain or educate them or inspire them, you're having a direct impact on their life, and that is a lot more valuable to them versus you just kind of sitting there talking about a game like 5 million other streamers. This is why being a variety streamer is really difficult. It might be really fun because you get to play the games that you want to all the time, but what you're giving to people is constantly changing, especially if you only talk about the game that you're playing. If someone follows you for Dead by Daylight, they're gonna be really confused when they come in the next day and you're playing Animal Crossing, and they're probably not gonna watch you. This is why it's really important to try and get people attached onto you with your personality, but we'll get into that later, so make sure you keep on watching. What I really want to do with this video is I want to show you a process that you can use to be a little bit unique and to stand out regardless of how many people are streaming the same game that you want to play or creating the same content that you want to create. The first step in this process is choosing who you want your audience to be. Gone are the days where you could just stream for anyone and just talk about the game and you would grow. Unfortunately, Twitch has gotten to the point where you have to share who you are, your beliefs, your opinions on things, and you have to create stuff for a very specific audience. So I actually created a 45-minute training for you to help you figure out who your audience is, and I have a workbook for you filled with the 6 exercises that I used to figure out who my audience was, and those should be able to help you figure this question out. After you've chosen your audience, we need to pull a page out of the book that every single online entrepreneur uses, which is we need to identify their pain points. Let's do this together. Let's get on my computer. Okay, so I'm gonna base this off a game because most of y'all are gamers, but this is gonna work regardless if you're looking to stand out in a game category or if you're IRL, art, music, whatever. So the first thing that I'm gonna do is I'm gonna look for a game that I really want to stand out in. I'm going to avoid the games on the top row because these are all super popular and it's going to be very difficult for me to appear in the top 2 rows in the directory. So I'm going to scroll down a little bit, and I'm also going to avoid games that are esports titles that have professional players, because the viewers of games like Overwatch or Fortnite or Valorant or League of Legends or Dota, they want to watch people who are actual professional players because those viewers love just getting better at the game. But since I'm not a professional player and my skills are not that great in games, I'm more of a community-based streamer, which means I'm gonna look at things that are going to be more community focused, which would be something like Terraria. Mario Party would be good to watch if you're a community streamer. Animal Crossing is really great for community streamers. Sekiro's pretty good. Okay, I think I'm gonna pick Animal Crossing. Let me go into that and just see what's going on. So we have 1500, 1500. Everybody here is above 300. Everybody here is above 200. Everybody here is above 100. So this is going to be very difficult for you if you don't have a few hundred viewers watching you. It's going to be very hard to stand out, but this is why you don't just rely on Twitch to stand out. This is why we have a YouTube series for you and a Twitter series for you, so that you can use those other platforms to boost you up to this level and not have to rely on Twitch to do it for you. The next thing that I need to do is I need to think about what kind of person loves Animal Crossing. What are they into? What do they do with their time? And I really want to create this audience archetype of them, and I want to use that audience archetype to identify their pain points. Like, what is it that they really need from this game that they're not getting? Then I'm going to look at all of the other streamers and content creators in this category and figure out what's not being done yet. Okay, so I'm gonna look them up on Twitch. I'm also gonna look at what's going on YouTube, and I'm gonna look at every platform that I can to really see what's going on in the Animal Crossing community. That way I know what people are getting and what I think they should also be getting. Ooh, y'all, look at these Animal Crossing creators. 458,000 subscribers, 1 million views, video out a month ago. 458, oh, this is the same person. 123,000 views, video out a week ago. 321,000 subscribers, 60k views a week ago. This is very competitive. It's going to be very difficult to rank for Animal Crossing New Horizon tips. All of these videos are super new. All of these channels are super established. So starting as a new Animal Crossing YouTube channel, streamer, and otherwise content creator is going to require you to do something pretty unique and be very consistent with it if you want to be found. If I really wanted to stand out as a streamer by using Animal Crossing and I love the community and I wanted to hang out with them, I would watch every single YouTube channel who is based in Animal Crossing, every single streamer who is based in Animal Crossing, and I would spend so much time figuring out what this community already had before I started creating content over it. Let me explain why. When a game is really saturated and you're trying to compete on a saturated platform without a search engine, it is going to be so difficult for you to get viewers and to stand out. And so what we want you to do, yes, is use Twitter and use YouTube and try to get yourself in front of more people, but at the same time, we don't just want you to create the same kind of content that people have already seen a million times. We want you to create something that's super, not necessarily super fresh and different, but gives them something that they're not necessarily getting over and over again. And this literally can be as simple as your personality. If you come into a community and you notice that there are a lot of upset streamers, then that's probably a good sign that someone positive could come in and be a little bit more uplifting than everyone else and stand out that way. For example, there are so many YouTube channels at this point of people who are trying to be stream educators. So I wouldn't suggest anyone tries to start a YouTube channel specifically to teach people about streaming. What I would do is you want to try to stand out in that category. And so you want to niche down a little bit. You might help streamers with social media, kind of like Sid Lance, or you might be able to help them with business or community development, something more specific that's going to go deeper than just general stream advice. So if I wanted to stand out in Animal Crossing, yes, I would highlight the personality traits that made me a little bit different from everyone else, but I would also look for a way that I could be a little bit different by maybe niching down just a little bit and finding a specific section of the community that I can carve out for myself. What you want to do here is you want to create your own lane, and then you want to absolutely dominate it. If you want to learn a little bit more about this process, you can check out my ebook. There's a link for that down below. So the example that I gave here was for one specific game, but what about variety streamers? So whether you're a variety streamer or you are just playing one game, your stream needs a focus. If you're trying to focus on 12,000 different things, your audience is going to get confused and they're probably not going to come back because they don't know what they're going to get from you whenever they do come in to see you. If you are a single game streamer, your focus should be trying to figure out what people that love that game need. What doesn't exist yet, what's not out there, and what do you wish existed for it? Yes, you still want people to get attached to your personality, but your main focus is serving the people who are in the community for that game. But if you're a variety streamer, your focus should be on getting people specifically to attach onto your personality. And that's where it becomes a lot more important for you to share your opinions, your beliefs, and the things that you stand for. If you're really good naturally at sharing your opinions, it's going to be a lot easier for you to be variety. But someone who's a little bit more sheltered and scared might need the additional boost that a single game is going to give them. So when it comes to standing out on Twitch, you can do it through your personality, you can do it through the game that you play, you can even do it by creating something completely fresh and different that you've never seen before. Every single streamer, no matter what, does these three things. They figure out their audience, the people that they're going to appeal to because of who they are. Then they learn more about that audience. They figure out what they're going through, what their pain points are, and what they need. Then they start giving it to them. Some people might be really lucky. They might have the right content in the right place at the right time, and their success just kind of happened. But for the rest of us, we have to be a little bit more strategic because we haven't had luck happen for us, or we don't want to wait for it. And those of you who just resonated with that and are doing the work to learn all of this stuff, you're actually going to be at a huge advantage long term because you're not relying on luck. What you're doing is you're teaching yourself these skills. And once you have these skills, you can replicate the success over and over and over again. There's nothing wrong with being strategic and planning out your content and making choices that are going to make you more successful, because standing out on Twitch is pretty impossible, especially if you're just trying to get lucky. If you're someone like me who just doesn't have that innate understanding of how to be a content creator and you want to learn all of this stuff, I'm here to tell you it is totally freaking possible and you can still be successful. You just have to learn a little bit first. But I'm making a masterclass playlist for you that's going to go deep in depth about how to find your audience, how to stand out, and how to grow even whenever it seems impossible for you. So go ahead and check out those videos. I'll see y'all over there. Bye!